Welcome back, everyone, to the Late Night Review. And tonight I'm going to review a Jean Claude Van Damme movie. One that I liked it better when I was a kid. Now it's okay, but it's a movie that I watched and I always liked it, but not as much as his. I mean, the ones I love, like Bloodsport, Cyborg, Lionheart, Double Impact, Kickboxer, all the ones that I really loved. This one, I always liked it, and I'm talking about Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Rosanna Arquette. This is a decent movie. It's not one of my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, but it's competent. It's a fine movie. When I was a kid, I liked it better than I do now. But even back then, I didn't like it as much as the ones I previously mentioned. And Jean-Claude Van Damme plays an escaped convict. He's hiding out, and he ends up saving Rosanna Arquette and her family from these bad guys who want her land and they pretty much are willing to do anything to get her off her land and buy her property, as well as other people's land and their properties in this area. And Jean-Claude Van Damme saves them. He fights these bad guys who are trying to hurt him, trying to intimidate them. He shows up, saves the day or the night, because it's at night, and he develops a friendship with Rosanna Arquette, and they really, they definitely develop a romantic relationship, and it plays out throughout the whole movie. And it's a decent movie. It's one that I wish would have had more martial arts in it. It's one that I wish would have more action in it. It has some, but not as much as Bloodsport, for example, or Cyborg, or Kickboxer, or Lionheart, or Double Impact, or in some of the greats that he's done. It's a competent movie. He fights Buffalo Bill in here, the killer, and the guy who played the killer in Silence of the Lambs. Good actor, too. His name is slipping my mind. Really good actor. Does a good job in here. Van Damme fights him at the end. He shows up and tries to intimidate the family, tries to intimidate Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then the man who played the villain, the main villain in Lethal Weapon 2, is in this movie as well. Another good actor. And by the way, folks, I do these videos without much preparation. I go on memory. I'm kind of a casual YouTuber. I got no script. I'm going all on memory here. And I enjoyed this movie when I first saw it, but it's not one of my favorites, to be honest. It's an okay movie. Just watched it again recently, and it's all right. I think the main problem with it is I wish there was more fighting, more martial arts. It's an okay film, but it needed more Jean-Claude Van Damme action and fighting in the film. The storyline is pretty good. I think it could have been much, much better if there was more fighting. And I think that it's kind of similar to Death Warrant and Hard Target, in the sense that all three of the movies, I think, are kind of slow. Some people might disagree with me on that, but I think Nowhere to Run, Hard Target, and Death Warrant are kind of slow movies compared to some of his other movies. And when a movie's slow, it goes down in my ranking, even though I haven't ranked them. Death Warrant, I really liked it. I liked the beginning and the end, although I think the final fight should have been a better fight. I think it was very cinematic, and I think the score was good. But Death Warrant in the middle was too slow. It just slowed down in the middle. I liked it. I saw it at the theater when I was a kid. I really liked it when I first saw it, but it needed more action in the middle. And Nowhere to Run needed more action. Hard Target, it looks like this fast-paced action movie, especially when you see the box or the posters and everything, but it has some slow moments in Hard Target. I like that movie too. I do like Hard Target, but it's too slow for my taste. Nowhere to Run is too slow for me too, but I like all three films. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. I grew up watching him. Every time, I was so pumped when he came out with a new movie. but they needed more fighting. They needed more action in those movies. And the thing about Hard Target, I think it was more style over substance. It was a fine film, but it focused more on the style than the substance. If it would have had more fights, and Lance Hendrickson did a really good job. If it had more fights and more action, it would have been much better. Nowhere to Run, Death Warrant, if they would have had more fighting and action, would have been better. I think Nowhere to Run would have definitely been better if it had more fighting and more action. At the time, Jean-Claude Van Damme was trying to try different things. I saw him on Arsenio Hall. He's trying to say he's trying to do different things. He's trying to kind of focus on acting a little more than martial arts. At the time, I think when Nowhere to Run came out, if memory serves me right. But it's a fine movie. I recommend it. I do recommend it. It's worth watching once. It's nothing, to me, it's nothing to get hugely excited about if you haven't seen it. I think you would, if you're a Van Damme fan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, I think you'll be happy that you watched it once, but keep your expectations low. It's not that, to me, it's not a great film. It's, you can't compare it to Bloodsport or Cyborg or Kickboxer or Lionheart or Double Impact. Double Impact. I really love Double Impact. Maybe one day I'll do a Jean-Claude Van Damme ranking. We'll see about that. But yeah, I just saw it recently, Nowhere to Run, and there's nice scenes out in the country. It has some nice country shots out there and some decent cinematography. But it's an okay Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. So I do hesitantly recommend it, and if you're a Van Damme fan, I think you'll like it. But keep your expectations low and check it out. Nowhere to Run. This has been the Late Night Review. Please like and subscribe and share this video. Hype it up and pump it up. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a good night.